I'm hosting it.
Do what?
You guys last week.
Yeah, you got it.
Yo, we are back. Not the experts. 706 is on. We are in here. Brother Most Media Production Studios. I'm Titus Majors. That is Levi Evans. This is Not the Experts. Repping Tar Heels today. A little Tar Heel blue going on. You know what I'm saying? How
You're
everybody
welcome.
doing? Everybody doing well? Everybody doing good? Hope y'all doing good out there. Levi. Oh, I got my sound on. Amateur mistake.
Yeah.
Levi, what's
Way to
popping?
go.
What's popping, bro?
What's poppin', man?
What's poppin'?
Well, I got a few things that's poppin'.
Talk to me.
All right, so number one is I watched Caddyshack for the first time yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I've seen Caddyshack all the way through ever.
Can I still say that I saw it if I didn't watch it all the way through? I'd say I probably saw 75%
It's
of
old
it.
enough, it counts.
Yeah, and back in the 70s and 80s, movies were, 30, 45 minutes longer than it should be,
Yeah,
or had to
for
be.
sure. They had mad filler.
A lot of dialogue and monologues in 70s and 80s films.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We don't have the attention span for that nowadays.
Not at
Those
all.
years would.
And was it on like regular TV?
Yeah, it was on regular
Oh, was it
TV.
at commercials
Yeah,
too?
so it had to fight through the
You never had a
commercials.
shot.
And Caddyshack's like a 2-hour movie, I think.
Oh yeah, so that's at least 3 hours with commercials.
Yeah.
Was it on TNT? Because it was
No.
on TNT, that might be 5 hours.
It was on one of those old movie channels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll say all that to say that it holds up. I would say Caddyshack still holds
That's
up.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It should.
So it was a good watch.
That's good. Yeah. I'm gonna watch it one day.
Yeah. And then also I have another what's poppin'. Well, it's just more news. But it is what's poppin'. I'm reporting this as if I were a journalist.
Okay.
Juice WRLD's new album, R.I.P., has spent 2 weeks in a row atop Billboard's top
Really?
200
Interesting.
charts. Yeah. Have you listened to it?
No. I
I've
didn't really
listened.
listen to Juice World like when he was here because I don't think it's like my like type of music
Same.
that I like. So I
Yeah.
just
When
didn't.
well, when
Yeah.
Juice World first got big, I didn't really listen to him either, but he was just on like an Apple Music playlist, and I
Yeah.
had some few people in the car, and I kind of got roasted for playing Juice World,
Really.
even though I wasn't playing it,
The
on my
playlist is the
own or
playlist.
out of my
Yeah.
wants.
The playlist is the playlist.
Yeah, playlist. I didn't set it up, but anyways, I got ridiculed for it a little bit, so I was like, okay, I won't listen to Juice World, but anyways, I have listened to a little bit of the new album. Um, Not to my wanting, but not out of my will, out of someone else's will. It was all right. I liked a couple of songs on there, but can't really listen to it because Juice World, he's got that vibe, and how his songs are. They're kind of depressing, or they talk about his future. So it's even more depressing when he's
Yeah.
talking about real stuff and he's talking about his future. And I mean, there's
he's
really
gone.
not a future. So I
Yeah.
don't see how people can sit there and listen to it
I
because
feel
it
you on
really
that.
just makes me sad. If you
Did
want to
you-
get sad, people listen to the Weekend trilogy or any old Drake song.
Did you listen to the Taylor Swift album?
No, why would I listen to that?
I was just asking.
Didn't she release a new album?
Yeah, that's why I asked did you listen to it.
I guess that's what's popping too, but not really. Should I just go ahead and throw out my what's flopping? Because
Sure,
I
go
matched
ahead.
the flopping.
Go ahead.
It was hard to find a flopping this week, but this is also, man, we keep forgetting to do this. This new segment is what's popping in culture.
Well, I never agreed to what's flopping. I just let you do it.
Well, yeah, but I didn't. I'm just saying in general, what's
Yeah.
popping the segment.
Oh, it's supposed to be
So
about
I'm
culture?
trying.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
this is me
That's
trying to
true.
tell the audience, if you have something that you've been watching that's new music, whatever that's popping in culture,
That's
let us
fact.
know,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll check it out. So
Honestly,
do that.
yeah.
Drop that in the comments, YouTube, and Facebook. But so, anyways, I say what's flopping is I'm wanting people's feedback on this as well. I only watched 2 episodes of it. Did you ever watch Outer Banks?
No.
So Outer Banks, I think this week they just confirmed that Netflix picked it up for a second season.
Hey, congratulations.
I'm just questioning why this was done, and I've seen some people talk about it, and I know a lot of people out there are Outer Banks fans, but from what I've heard, it was really slow at the beginning, took a lot to build up, but once it got hot and juicy for a little bit, and then they said the season just went a little too long. So I want to know, what is the decision here, or what do people think? Like, does it deserve a second season? Was it left with a cliffhanger? Because I've heard the end of last season was pointless.
Word.
So why would there need to be a
Let me go
second
to
season?
Netflix because I was gonna say I'll go watch this and then give a review next week. But if it's too many episodes in the season,
I
it's not
don't know
gonna
how many
happen.
episodes it is.
It's on Netflix right now.
Yeah,
Let me see.
Outer Banks.
Oh,
I think they're like an hour long each.
I'm
too.
already out. It's like a love story. I already quit. I give up already.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a love story, but it may be.
Okay, it's only 10 episodes. I could probably make it through that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out and see what happens. See how I feel about it. I'll see how I feel about that. What else you got?
That's it.
That's it. All right. What's popping with me? I got a few things that's popping, bro. First of all, I started Parks and Rec rewatch. Fantastic show. This is my first because I binge watched it the first time I watched it. This is my first time going back and watching it again. Wonderful show.
Yes,
that show
it is.
so good. That character for character. A friend of mine tweeted this, and he said that Parks and Rec has more lovable characters than The Office. I'm inclined to agree, just on the strictly basis of lovable, because I would hang out with the people in Parks and Rec before I hang out with people in The Office.
Okay, I would.
You
So
feel
The
me?
Office and Parks and Rec, those are 2 shows I watch weekly, almost daily. I just flip back and
Respect.
forth between those.
Respect.
So mainly background noise is what it serves as. But I have thought about this before a little bit. I would agree with you. I would agree on the basis that in Parks and Rec there are more lovable characters because those lovable characters are more lovable. They have more of a lovable factor to them than
The
Michael
lovable
Scott in
characters
The
are
Office.
lovable.
Yeah,
Yes, for sure.
but at the same time, I think there's more you love them or you hate them in Parks and Rec and you don't really have much of an indifference on any characters like I would The Office. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
I hear
because
you.
in The Office I don't really have any characters I don't like, but in Parks and Rec I've got a few characters that I don't like.
Word.
So
I
yeah,
got you. Yeah, I think the thing with like I looked at like the thing I described as like with Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec is like the friend group that you'll hang out with for the most part, and The Office is like the group of friends that your friend has that you don't really want to be around. You like know one person that's really cool, and it's like
yeah,
I don't like any of your friends. I don't want to be around y'all.
yeah,
Like they invite you to the party, it's like who all gonna be there? It's one of
yeah.
those types. Whereas the Parks and Rec, like it's just a bunch of people who are probably too friendly,
Well, I think it's
with
a
the
whole
exception of Ron Swanson.
but it's a whole show vibe too. You got to think about what they're trying to portray when it comes, directors, producers. So you're trying to portray a dry, boring, everyday, mediocre office life in the
Yeah,
office, and then Parks and Rec, it's a little more pizzazz and a lot of extra going on. There's no Parks and Rec department across America in any city that does as much as the Parks and Rec department does
in
in
Pawnee,
the
Indiana.
make believe Pawnee, Indiana.
Pawnee, Indiana's not a real city.
I don't think it
I
is.
wasn't sure just because like Scranton is a real city.
Well, yeah, they
So I
trash that
wasn't
city a
sure.
lot, so I would doubt it's a real city.
Some cities
Having
are
like
be
the number
trash.
3
If they base a
obesity
show
rate in
in,
America,
if
and
they base, that's true. That's true.
yeah, so I don't think,
Maybe not. Yeah, you might be right.
yeah,
What else is popping is I'm gonna give some shout outs to some podcasts. 'Cause podcasts are culture now. I'm shout out a couple podcasts I rock with. The Fast and Cat podcast. Go subscribe to them on the on your where you get your podcast at. That's like a full culture podcast, not like our popping in pop culture. Not really about pop culture podcast. Like really into pop culture. It's like three homies. They all pretty dope. They all know each other for a long time, so they got that good old school chemistry like we got. You know what I'm saying? That go back type chemistry. It's a fun show. Check them out. Shout out to Kazadi, the plug. Yeah, check out the Fast and Cat podcast and Black Sunflower, all one word. Check out that podcast. That's like a little self help betterment podcast that I check out. One of my friends does that. Yo, check those out. On your podcast things and support the people who we rock with. You know what I'm saying?
shout out.
And my last what's popping is Levi. During this quarantine, I've learned a lot about myself. During this like no sports period of life,
Hmm.
I've learned that I think I like the idea of sports more than I like sports. Cause like I genuinely do. If they come back, they come back. If they don't, like I'm good. I'm at the place where I'm just good with or without them. And I do a sports show, which makes it better for me.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
I mean, it makes it better because I can have outside perspective on it. Like I'm not locked into this passion thing with it. The only thing I'm passionate about is the Eagles. And I really don't care if they come back this year, to be honest.
What
But
a nerd.
yeah, I just don't care. Like it's just I found other things to do. I learned that there are other things in the world besides sports to take my time with, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, shout out to sports, but you all make it without them.
That's
Trust me.
cool.
Yeah, y'all make it without
That's
them.
cool.
That's what I've learned
Well,
about myself.
sports, unlike Titus, who's ungrateful for you, I'm very grateful for you. So thank you,
I've
sports,
spent
for
more
coming
money
back.
on sports than sports have given me.
Do what?
I spent more money on sports than sports has spent on me. So I have nothing to be grateful to them for.
I would. Okay, you know what? That's a fair argument, maybe, but just memories like one game I can say, for instance, that I got to witness, which was probably the best Hawks game and sports game I've ever seen, personally, was when I got to go this past year and watch Trae Young drop 55 points on Miami
I can see that. That
on
sounds
Quavo
awesome.
night. So it was a
Yeah.
great. So yeah, that was worth all the money I've spent on any
Yeah.
other tickets. But also, it has broken my heart. I was there at the comeback in Tuscaloosa in
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah.
So, that's what
Yeah.
you're there for, though.
My mom-
Memories that last a lifetime.
My mother says it's not true that I'm not okay without sports. I really am. I really am good. Like,
We'll see about that.
I mean, they come back. Like, if they come back,
You
I don't
will-
think because
you've
I already
been
told you I don't think we're
against
finishing
sports
this
coming
season.
back this whole
I
time
don't think we're
anyway.
gonna
You're like,
finish the
yeah,
season.
just let's forgo it.
Yeah, I don't think
Let's
we're
just
gonna
wait
finish.
till
I don't
next
think
season.
any season's gonna get finished. I really don't.
I actually think the season's as it's gotten underway. I think sports is actually going to work out.
Oh yeah, after
Yeah.
3 games out of, so you got 57 to go, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
so you have a big sample size there.
We'll talk about it more. We'll
Yeah.
talk more
Yeah.
about it more later.
But yeah, that's all I got for what's popping. So let's jump into it. Levi,
Well, let me interject real quick
Okay.
before we move on.
good.
We kind of bypassed note the experts. We got
we
one
did.
note we got to say.
Noted.
If you're watching, stick around for
That's
the
right.
end of the show because so if you've been following us, you would be wondering what happened to the whole name game. Me and Titus did a podcast last week on Washington's, or 2 weeks ago on Washington's potential new name, new logo. Some news has come out this week about.
They really tried to wreck us.
They really did.
Really tried to
they
wreck
really
us,
did. And so I just want to go on the record, say we shot this video last Sunday. We're going to premiere it tonight after the show. It will be on YouTube as well tonight. But it is about the Washington name game. Kind of, we did a little spin on it. We got a few shout outs in there that we took some fan audience, suggestions, plugged them in the video. But I mean, I like the video. I think it's funny. Some other people who have seen it think it's funny.
Yeah,
so
I'm excited to see the final edit because I haven't seen the final edit.
Yeah, you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I was gonna show it to you before we started, but
we got. Yeah.
But yeah,
so I'm excited for that. So, yeah, y'all definitely stick around because it was a lot of fun to do. And shout out to Braxton who came through for that too.
Yeah,
salute to that.
Shout out to Brax.
Yeah, it was mad fun. My mom says I'm being a Debbie Downer.
You are.
I'm not. I'm just being. It's who I am. It's who I am, man. I'm an Eagles fan. All right. You expect positivity to come flowing from my mouth?
Not from a Philadelphia.
That's not what we do. We not about that life. But yeah, so yeah, we got Note the Experts done.
So MLB, baseball is back.
Baseball is back.
Baseball is now officially back.
You are in your Braves gear.
Baseball's back.
Opening day.
I'm repping the Braves batting practice jersey.
What did you you texted me saying, because I texted you Thursday start show prep, which is very early for us.
Yeah, yeah. Especially for you.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever gotten a text that early in the day or a week.
I texted you Thursday, and I think you said, I want to talk about baseball, and I was like, oh, it started? Because,
and I hit you with that, it's starting tonight.
Yeah.
So it did start Thursday night. Just a few takeaways I have because Titus doesn't really have anything in this conversation to contribute.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack.
So number one, I'm going to start
Have
with.
they changed their name, or are they still going by Cracker Jack? Or was that? Did they get caught?
That
up
was
in the
a satire. What, the Caucasian Jacks?
No, I'm saying they got caught up in the. I wasn't sure if they got caught up in the hype, or if they had changed the name.
No, there's been an article about it, but it was a satire.
Okay,
article.
I was just wondering. Everybody's, you never know who still got their name.
If it does change the Caucasian Jacks,
I'm sorry.
Okay with that. All right, so with the Braves, I got a few takeaways. First, I'm going to focus on the Braves real quick. Number one, I like William Contreras. He is a new catcher that we have. He debuted last night. He came in. He had one hit. Well, he got to bat. He got one plate appearance. He got the hit. Very clutch hit that we needed. I think scored in a run or two. But I like him, and he's getting the start for the first time tonight. I think he's another young, bright, shining star coming up in the Braves. But speaking of bright, shining stars in the Braves, I need to know where Ronald Acuna is at, and I need to especially know where Ozzie Albies is at. Ronald Acuna Jr., he is 1 for 9 so far. He's got a hit, got one last night. And then with Ozzie, he is 0 for 9 so far. And I haven't given this takeout yet. I've been sitting on it, but I've been wanting to say that Ozzie Albies is the most underappreciated player on the Braves roster. He's one of the most consistent, right up there with Freddie Freeman. He was the man before, Acuna showed up. And since Acuna came, Ozzie's been left behind and forgotten. So we need to I think that's what it is. Ozzie's dealing with some mental stuff right now because he knows that he has been forgotten. Now, I am watching the Braves right now, and he's already batted. He may have gotten a hit. So,
what do you mean,
but whatever. Yeah, I can't tell right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I saw it misses the bat. So he may be 1 for 10 right now instead of 0 for 10.
Okay.
But do better. And then, let's see, something else. Oh, Marcell Ozuna last night. He showed us why the Braves spent that money and got him. I've been a fan of the pickup ever since this happened, or was really being rumored to happen. A lot of Braves fans were not on board with it. They would have rather kept Josh Donaldson or gone after somebody else. Were you not watching the playoffs last year when we lost to the Cardinals? Marcell Ozuna was our number one enemy. He destroyed us last year in every game. He was the number one contributor. Do what?
They do play for the Cardinals?
Yeah, he played for the Cardinals last year. And so he wrecked us. He ate us up. And so I was on board with it. He showed us last night. He hit the game-winning or go-ahead home run. Okay. And then, but he just flew out. He hit a fly ball.
Do we have an update on, wasn't it Albies?
Albies? Nah, it's still not yet.
Okay.
But Oh, actually, yeah. Let me go back and look. But last one for the Braves. Why is Luke Jackson still on the Braves? Why is
Isn't
he
that a country
still in the
singer?
MLB?
Isn't that a country singer?
No,
Oh.
Luke Jackson's the guy. So when I went to the Braves playoff last year, the first game, he blew a lead and ended up losing the game. Yeah, so we
Understood.
could have easily advanced into the playoffs if that did not happen. But Luke Jackson was back at it again, laboring on that mound. The dude looks like
Luke.
Yeah, the dude looks like he does, general hard labor for a living and gets paid minimum wage for it. And I think Brian Snitker gets some type of sadistic joy or amusement watching Luke Jackson labor on that mound. And he said it last night. Brian Snitker said post game, the analyst pretty much asked him, like, Snit, what are you doing, man? Like,
That's what why
did you put Luke Jackson
$4K
up on the mound in that situation, and why'd you let him struggle for 2 innings and barely get by in this game? And Brian Snitker was pretty much, you know what? I like it. I like Luke Jackson a lot. I like watching him up there on the mound work it. Every time he gets up there on that mound, it's an experience because it is. He's not going to go up there and get you 3 up, 3 down. He's going to make you work hard for those 3 outs. So Brian Snitker pretty much was like, yeah, I'm going to keep with it. I'm going to let him struggle through it,
Yeah.
So he's going to let him fail to success, I guess.
Hey, the only way is up.
Yeah.
From
so
here,
screw you, Luke Jackson.
Oh, wow. The hostility.
Yeah, many people have said that, Titus, and I heard many of it in a much more explicit version after that game, walking out of Truist Park last year. And then, so that was my Braves takeaways. Little baseball takeaways. I want to go ahead and give this take out right now, even though everybody's giving this take. I am on the Dodgers train. The LA Dodgers will win the World Series this year. But you know why they will win the World Series, Titus?
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I just looked up what Luke Jackson did yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw he got the 1-0.
Yeah, but he worked hard for that 1-0.
He allowed an unearned run on 4 hits and, 2 innings.
2 innings, yeah.
1 run, 4
He was supposed to go in there and just save the day, and he couldn't do that.
That's a rough way to get it.
Yeah, it's a rough way to get it. Yeah, the pitch track had came up. He had already pitched 26 pitches, and this was in his second inning appearance. I'd already thought the dude had pitched like 60, times.
Wow.
That's how hard it is. It's like watching him. It's like watching the Crimson Tide, the Alabama football team, try to kick a field goal in the 4th quarter. That's what it's like.
That's not y'all's thing.
Hold your breath.
That's not your lane.
But don't hold your breath actually, because you will die. So my Dodgers winning the World Series. Why are they going to win the World Series? It may be because of Mookie Betts. It may be because they had the best roster and the best pitching rotation in all of the league. It may be because they've been to the past 5 World Series, I think, something around that, and can't win it. It's mainly going to be because this World Series this year, the season, it's not really going to count. It's going to have a big fat asterisk next to it. So LA is going to, put all this crying and whining over these past few years and all this money into a World Series that isn't going to count. So they're going to win it this year, but that'll be the only one they'll get for, many years to come.
At least they got one.
At least they'll have one. Yeah, the Braves have one too. 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Over 20 years ago.
Did Clayton Kershaw get ruled out recently? Did I see that? Clayton Kershaw got hurt or something?
Yeah, he did. I think something like that. He's fighting it. You're the one who was reading that.
No,
to me
that was
before.
Clayton Kershaw.
That was Verlander. Yeah. Anyways, just try to blow by this. Another takeaway around the league: Matt Olson is a stud, first baseman for the Oakland A's. Titus, I can't tell you the last time I'd watched an Oakland A's and Los Angeles Angels game.
I can't tell you the first time I did it.
Yeah, probably since I was in elementary school. Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
And I stayed up and watched that because I was thirsting for sports, Titus, and they were there to quench me. So Matt Olson, you don't get enough respect, man. You're good. The Angels are the Clippers of the MLB. A lot of talent. Not a lot of cap space, and still they underperform every year.
I thought Mike Trout was the only talent.
They got Mike Trout. They got a lot of guys out there that are studs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they still are paying Pujols too.
Yeah, and paying him to about 2028.
Yeah, that's
right?
why they're the Clippers of the MLB. It's perfect. They're LA. They're the second string to.
They're not even LA. Well, are they LA? Or
yeah,
they're
LA. Well, they're Los Angeles, Anaheim.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
They got like 3 different seasons of Real Housewives going on.
LA. What I say right here, the Marlins, you're off to a hot start. I think they're 2-1. They were blasting the Phillies last time I checked. So shout out to the Marlins. They've gone 2-1 against the Phillies so far. Bryce Harper's crew. Also the Orioles, they're off to a surprising hot start as well. The Blue Jays are
hot
divas.
Seems like a lot to describe a 3-game sample size.
Yeah, that's true. But
I feel you.
They're already exceeding expectations. So
Yeah,
I gotta give them the shout outs while the credit is still there or where it can be given. The Blue Jays, they're divas. The Blue Jays, I think they finally have a place to play
when
they have a home game. So the Blue Jays are they're not allowed to play in Toronto.
I did follow that story.
Yeah, so Canada, Trudeau shut them down, said no, you can't play here. So they got to find somewhere else. Well, they were kind of promised through the MLB that, you know what, we're going to find you another MLB stadium to host you at.
That's what they told
But all the MLB teams were like, why do we don't want to share facilities.
Pittsburgh was on
team.
board, and then the Pittsburgh mayor was like, they're not coming here.
Yeah. So it took until like opening day for the Blue Jays to finally get a stadium to play at, and they're going to be playing maybe like an hour away from their home in Buffalo. And Buffalo has like the best minor league facilities there are. But the Blue Jays have been acting like divas this whole time. They still are, and they've been complaining about it. That's what you get when half your roster is former MLB player sons. So they're used to that bougie lifestyle. So they don't want to play
you
Buffalo.
have professionals who don't want to go back to the minor leagues because they already came up through that.
Okay, yeah. But, I mean, you got to do something. Play baseball or not. Just get out.
So why are we blaming them for why are you blaming the players for what baseball did? Because baseball should have had it organized way before Thursday.
Yeah, they should have. It's both of them. It's both of them. But the Blue Jays have. But the Blue Jays.
You always get on the players. You don't ever get on the people in charge of that.
Yeah, but the Blue. It's look. The Blue Jays have as much because the MLB has been shelling out ideas this whole time. And the Blue Jays.
They should have shelled out good ones.
Well, you can't make a player. Okay, whatever. You're always on the players, so you're biased.
Blaming the players for one that
Astros are the biggest winners in all of this thing because we've already forgotten about their cheating scandal and they're not being booed properly like they should because there are no fans there. They're not even pumping in fake boos like they should be. The MLB, you need to get on top of that, and that's my MLB takes.
I remember you weren't excited about baseball, and you took like 20 minutes talking about it.
Sports.
You remember you weren't excited about baseball?
Sports are back, people.
Y'all remember when he wasn't excited about baseball, right? Y'all were here for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When he was like, I'm not excited about baseball. Championship doesn't count. I don't want to watch baseball. And all of a sudden, he's in the Braves practice jersey with 30-minute notes of baseball.
Yeah, let's pile on Levi here.
I don't remember half of what you said.
Yeah, let's pile on Levi here because, we're doing our first live episode ever with actual sports, and Titus wants to start off the whole show.
I
could get to,
Bro, let me tell you, I am a thorough person, all right? During regular summers, before Corona, BC, and time before Corona, you know what I did during the summer? Didn't watch baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball is back. I'm treating it the same way I treat it every year. I'm being fair.
Okay, fine. At least somebody on this show, it is a sports show. Somebody's got to,
same level of attention that it always gets.
It's fine, Titus. I'll put the team on my back, and I'll show the enthusiasm for all of us. Sports are back. First show.
Baseball is kind of a sport.
We got sports content.
Anyway, on to other things. Levi, you know what's always going to happen? New York is gonna New York. The Knicks going Knicks. The Jets going Jet. NY is always gonna NY. Which one you want to start with the Jets first?
Yeah, we'll start with the Jets.
All right.
Well, I don't know how they New York this though.
Because they made all pro NFL safety hate them.
Yeah, you're right. They made him do that.
They hired a terrible coach.
I did hear Adam Gase pulled him into the dungeon and waterboarded him.
Probably. I mean, Adam Gase has run off every good player he's ever had. He
hasn't ran off Le'Veon Bell yet.
Because he can't. Nobody wants Le'Veon. Le'Veon was the one place that paid him.
Le'Veon's here for payback.
Le'Veon's stuck there.
Yeah.
That's what you saw his tweet yesterday, right? He subtweeted the fact that Jamal is kind of the reason he came there and then Jamal left him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he kind of subtweeted that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Jets ran off their all-pro NFL safety by being an incompetent failure of an organization like they always have been. So shout out to the Jets for continuing to be themselves.
No, don't look. Okay,
they're a failure of are they not a failure of an organization?
Okay, look.
Have I said anything wrong here?
Sure, maybe they may be a failure. They're pretty close to it.
They are.
How about that? Let's say
they're.
If we had to give them a grade right now, we give them a D, which is still failing, but it's not. It's quite as heavy as an F. But you're totally dismissing or bypassing the fact that the Jets held on to Jamal Adams until they got the offer that they wanted. Because Jamal Adams has been kicking and screaming for this whole year, saying he's trying to leave New York. And what they do, the Jets got 2 first-round picks out of him. Do you think Bill O'Brien would have gotten 2 first-round picks out of
Bill O'Brien's
Jamal
not
Adams?
the standard.
Well,
we're not making Bill O'Brien the standard.
Yes, but
because the market was already set for
so I'm saying,
safeties.
let's just give some credit where it's due. They got
followed
their
the market.
worth out of
They
Jamal
followed
Adams.
The market. The market was set for safeties and cornerbacks. Minka Fitzpatrick set the market for cornerbacks.
Okay.
Already. So all they had to do was follow the blueprint that the Dolphins gave them.
Well, they still got 2 first-round picks out of them. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
So did the Dolphins.
Okay.
What are they going to do with those first-round picks? What do you think Jets going to do with those picks?
Probably squander them, but
exactly.
We'll wait till they.
Do you think Seattle? Do you think Seattle gave up too much?
Yeah, I kind of do. Just because I think Seattle's a little old,
and Jamal Adams is very young, and very good.
Yeah,
they're kind of younger in the defense. The defense was kind of young.
Maybe. Yeah, I think it was a good team. It was a win-win for both.
I think
teams.
It was smart for Seattle because
he's worth the. I mean, I wouldn't say he's solely worth the. I don't know if I'm giving up 2 first-round picks for a safety.
He's worth them.
Unless it was Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well,
because Minka Fitzpatrick was a rookie or second year.
Jamal Adams has the same kind of resume though. He's already been an All-Pro, already been a pro in the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, shut up. Yeah,
NFL.
I say that both sides won that one.
But I think that for me, like if you already have your quarterback and you have a Super Bowl window, because Seattle is in their Super Bowl window, quarterbacks paid, you make that move every time because draft picks aren't going to do anything for you. Like draft picks, I'm not a draft pick. Like I don't value draft picks that well because draft picks just lottery tickets. Maybe you hit, maybe you won't.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that Seattle's going to draft Jamal Adams idea is very low because they haven't drafted well since Russell. They drafted Russell Wilson. They haven't drafted anyone.
What about Sam Darnold?
Exactly, my point. Useless.
Wait, you're talking about the Jets or
the Seahawks?
Seahawks, my bad.
Yeah,
what about DK Metcalf?
I don't. He wasn't the first round pick.
DK Metcalf.
He wasn't the first round pick. Their first round picks haven't been anything.
Just to update, the Braves are up 2-0 and is the bottom of the first inning.
Is Luke pitching today?
He's a reliever. Hopefully he won't be pitching.
Okay.
Unless the lead is so extraordinarily large that, there's no way Luke Jackson could give up that one.
Yeah. So, like, I don't value draft. I feel like if you're in a position, you're a playoff team in a position to win Super Bowls, there's not too much to give up because you already have your quarterback.
You're right. They're in win-now mode. So
they're in win-now mode. So draft picks are just, draft picks should be used for this. Sell them to some hopeless franchise that thinks they're going to draft something that's going to give them the future that they're going to end up squandering later.
Okay.
See, I like what Seattle did. I was very happy with them.
Okay. Yeah.
Seattle.
But I think both sides won that one.
No, the Jets have never won anything.
Okay, yeah, but what were the Jets going to do too? Like the Jets have a lot of building to do, so them getting 2 first-round picks complements them pretty well because you do just have Jamal Adams, who's a very good safety, one of the best in the league.
Mm-hmm.
How much is he really going to contribute on that team when you've got so many holes in it?
I mean, I would rather have him than not.
I'm okay with getting 2 first-round picks out of it.
I'd rather have Jamal Adams than draft picks personally, but like I said, I'm just not a draft pick guy. Now in other NY news, Levi, do you know who the Knicks were talking to? The Knicks 2 coaching candidates.
I don't know
that I saw
who the 2 of them are. I know Thibodeau.
Thibodeau is who they hired.
Yeah,
they were also talking to Jason Kidd.
Nice.
They were between Jason Kidd and Tom Thibodeau.
Winners.
I don't mean this. I just want to laugh at the Knicks for always being the Knicks.
Yeah.
They wrote in a whole new staff, whole new management, this year. Like, oh, yeah, we're going to change things. They fired a coach after they gave the man 17 power forwards to play and 3 rookies or whatever. And then they end up going with Tom Thibodeau. RJ Barrett is going to average 58 minutes a game next year.
Yeah.
In a 48-minute season. He's going to get run into the ground. How does Thibodeau keep getting jobs? I don't understand. I'm so confused by this. He failed in Chicago. Failed in Minnesota. How you trade for your friend in Minnesota and he leaves you?
Tom Thibodeau is a very New York Knicks type of coach. Wouldn't you think? Because when I think of Tom Thibodeau, I think of old school. Yeah, everything old school. Yeah. And the Knicks are a team that tries to stay
the same.
Yeah. They try to be relevant through being old school. Yeah. So
it's wonderful. I personally love the fact that they made this move because there's going to be the Knicks forever. Thibodeau's going to go up there, fail, and they gave him a 5-year deal. He's going to go up there, fail for 3 years, get fired again, and get replaced. It's going to be great. He didn't do anything for Karl Anthony Towns at all. The Timberwolves stayed in the same spot with him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't know why he keeps getting hired. It makes no sense to me. But it's always good for a laugh, a chuckle. I remember they said the Nets were trying to talk to him. I'm trying to imagine Tom Thibodeau in the room with Kyrie Irving and him not choking Kyrie.
Yeah.
Like, just Because Tom Thibodeau, he looks like he'll choke somebody.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, Levitar should say he looks like a butcher, which he does.
Yeah.
He also looks like he'll choke somebody, like, quickly and easily.
Well, he looks like
A two-hand, like one of them cartoon type shakes where the eyes pop out.
He also looks like somebody who would die by choking too. I mean, do you see him on the sidelines screaming and yelling? It just looks like
passing out.
Yeah,
yeah, I can see that.
He's gonna choke himself.
Yeah,
to, screaming so much.
His tie would be too tight.
Yeah,
I could definitely see something like that happening. So yeah, shout out to the Knicks for always giving us Knick level stuff.
Yeah. Never change, New York.
Never change. So more into basketball. We got our experts, not the expert of the week. It's our weekly segment.
You carried that. I gotta grab my paper that I threw.
Okay, go done. So my expert of the week is one legend, one man from rap lyrics. 6 man like him, Lou Will. Lou Williams is my expert of the week. The man who will be the 6-man trophy will be named after when he retires. Lou Williams is my expert of the week because he, if you didn't know, Luke Williams broke quarantine for a quote unquote urgent family matter. After he solved this said family matter, he had to make a pit stop at Magic City, where he has wings named after him on the menu. Lou Will lemon pepper barbecue wings are on the menu at Magic City. So to me, if you have wings named after you anywhere in America, specifically lemon pepper, you are a hero of mine. So I want food named after me on the menu. So the fact that Lou Williams got food named after him, that makes him expert of the week.
Not just any menu, a strip club's menu.
The Magic City, it's a cultural arts center. The Magic City menu. Cultural arts, bro. He has food on the Magic City menu. So salute to Lou Williams. Would you like to hear what this description of the wings at Magic City is?
Yeah.
This is what somebody described them as. Josh Hart tweeted this and said, "If the wings at Magic City hit like this, I'm leaving the bubble." This is what Josh Hart said. The comment says, "But y'all, the reason why I came here, the wings. The wings delivered to you by gods on the other side of a tiny little window." Pro tip, bring cash only or else you're starving. Because, I mean, cash, you're at I don't even know why I need to say that. You're at a cultural arts establishment.
Yeah.
Cards will get you nowhere here. I entered Nirvana when I hit into the first wing. I could hear the deafening crispy crunch over the loud music and conversation. It just became me and the chicken wing, and no one else was around. The perfect amount of sauce, so you weren't begging for napkins. Oh y'all, the right amount of salt, so you weren't done just after 2. The medium wings had just the right amount of heat that you weren't sucking in your mouth, paired with a cold beer or drink to cleanse your mouth before the next bite. It was perfection. And the fries are my favorite type, basically steak fries, little golden pillows of heaven. They were so good we ordered another box. Now, it could have been the alcohol tasting this food, and who knows if I feel the same way about these wings when I'm sober. But I like to think that it's the part of the magic of Magic City that made those wings taste so good.
Who wrote this?
I don't know. I think it seems like a Reddit comment. It's very possible. But I saw Josh Hart shared it. Yeah, it could be a Yelper for sure.
Yeah.
I know Josh Hart shared it. And you know what? If the wings taste like that, Lou Williams, and they're named after you, you go get your wings, Lou. You get your wings every time. And now next time when you try and come up with a lie, don't be in there in the mask that the NBA gave you and try and say the picture was old because they know they just gave you that mask. So next time, get a better mask. You gotta hide it a little better, buddy. But yeah, so Lou Williams, my expert of the week.
Shout out to Lou Williams. That's
Legend.
That's the true American dream right there.
Ain't it?
Yeah.
Food named after you.
I'm gonna write that in my biography one day.
What's that? You get food named
after you? The true American dream is to be a Lou Williams.
He's lived an interesting life.
He has.
I think the most annoying thing about Lou that I found is when he named his child SYX.
Yeah.
That was too much.
Yeah, that was too much.
Now you're making NBA identity your child's life, and that's just wrong. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one time I got. That's the only thing I got about Lou that I didn't
Shout out Lou. Also want to give a shout out to Ozzy Albies, who is 1 for 1 on the night. So he's 1 for 10, batting 100.
The hit is confirmed?
Yes,
confirmed
it is confirmed.
Hit? Okay.
Yes, confirmed
Does Acuna have another hit?
And he got a run. Acuna, no, he's 0 for 1 so far.
Okay. So
he is also batting 100.
1 for 10.
Freddie Freeman is batting an average of 0.
Oh.
Are you, Freddie? I guess you are. I guess you didn't get a hit. No, you got a hit, Freddie. You got a hit. I don't know why it says that. But, yes, that's your expert. Who's your not the expert?
My not the expert? Yeah. Well, it's also Lou. My not the expert is also Lou Williams because you got to make the lie better, bro. If you're gonna lie about your urgent family matter, you gotta lie in a way that they can't catch you later. Because we already know, bro. We already know what urgent family matter means. It means y'all just probably leaving the bubble.
Yeah.
It's like the new flu-like symptoms of everything. You know, flu-like symptoms means, oh, we were in Miami for 3 days. We were in Miami for 3 days over the weekend. I'm an NBA player. Kind of got a flu this week.
Yeah.
That's what happened there.
It's kind of funny. I didn't know about any of this Lou Williams news before the show when you were telling me about it.
Yes.
You left out the detail that this was all him leaving the bubble and did this. I didn't know that. I'd forgotten that he had left the bubble.
Yes.
I saw that report along with more than a handful of other players who have been in and out of this bubble.
Yeah,
and as I've been seeing it every day, I did have the thought come to my mind earlier in the week that I'm pretty sure are this many NBA players really having family issues right now?
I think for one, I think family issues is one of two things. I think it's dudes trying to leave the bubble for one. Shout out to Lou.
Yeah.
I think it's also a cover for if dudes get symptoms and they need to disappear for a few days so they can make sure their test comes back clean.
Okay. I like that theory right there.
Because they can't technically, they can't really reveal if you have corona.
Yeah.
But if you disappear and there's no explanation for it, it's like, oh, why is he not here? So
you know, this is when I really started thinking that this is for sure, you know, their little, you know, get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Is when I saw Austin Rivers do the same thing yesterday. I think Austin Rivers left the bubble for family issues. I'm like, all right, that's where we need to put a stop to it right there. Austin Rivers, we know you do not have any family issues right now. And if you do, I'm sure Pops can handle it. Doc's got it under control. Okay. So when I saw that report, I was like, yeah, Austin Rivers is really just trying to take advantage of the situation.
Now, hear me out. What if his sister had a situation and Pops didn't need to know about it, so he had to go help out his little sis or big sis? I don't know if she's older or younger. What if that's what it was?
That's the side you want to stand on.
I'm not standing on the side. I'm just saying, hear me out.
Side.
What if it happens? I'm just saying, hear me out. That could be a possibility.
But that's just when
I'm not sure if it is. Yeah. I'm just saying it's possible.
Yeah. That's just when all doubt flew out of my head, though. Because I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. It was like, man, these poor NBA families, like, they're really just falling apart here. And
a lot was happening, right?
Yeah. And then I saw the Lou Williams thing. I was like, and all these other players on that day. I was like, that's kind of weird. And then I saw Austin Rivers. I was like, all right, this is definitely fishy.
Something was up. Something was amiss.
Yes.
Something was definitely amiss. Did you give expert of the week?
No, I haven't given mine yet. Okay. So you got same. Is that the first thing for you? I know I've done that before, but you got.
That's my second double.
That's your second
Danny
double?
White was my first.
All right. So
no, Bill O'Brien was our first.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien was our joint first.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well, he's got not the expert. He's got not the expert.
Yeah, that's right.
Danny White was my first expert and not the expert.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
So mine's kind of like yours. I have a double, but it's not the same person. It's just all in the same. And this is LaGrange, Georgia specific and sort of national.
Oh, interesting.
So have you seen people in Troup County or around Troup County? They've gotten big on TikTok. Have you seen that?
No, I don't have TikTok.
Yeah, so. I don't have TikTok either.
Yeah,
but
I don't catch them.
You heard about the zebra thing. I'm sure everybody.
I just heard about the zebra thing before the show, thanks to our wonderful producers.
Yes. So sure, a lot of people are aware, but if you're not aware, dude in Pine Mountain, which is not far from here, he went viral. Don't know where he's from, but because he slapped a zebra, he went viral on TikTok. But now he's been arrested.
Did the zebra threaten
charged
him?
for? I don't think so.
Did he make a threatening motion?
No.
Like a threatening zebra noise?
He was just being that guy.
Okay, being that guy.
Yeah.
Clown.
Maybe he was a racist, you know? Maybe he was like, why'd your parents, it's like a mixed kid or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
racist.
racist.
Yeah.
But anyways, sorry, I went there. So this is kind of intertwined. Expert of the week, LaGrange, Georgia, shout out. Y'all weren't my experts at the beginning, but y'all eventually figured it out. The LaGrange PD and also LaGrange Daily News. So the reason why they are experts is because my not the expert of the week is William Reeves Durga. I don't know this guy personally. I know some people. I have mutual friends of him, sort of, or mutual acquaintances. Do you know who this guy is?
No.
Have you seen him on the viral, side of the internet?
No.
TikTok? No. All right. So William Reeves Durga. I think he's 22. He's my not the expert of the week. He's from LaGrange, Georgia.
You say William Regal?
No.
Oh,
Reeves.
Oh, Reeves. Okay.
Yeah.
William Regal was a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he was British. So
anyways, this is all. So this is just really layered LaGrange news here.
Oh boy.
for our national audience, we got a national
we're
audience.
national
We
now.
got y'all will know that we come from a
Flex.
strange small town in Georgia.
That's a nice way to put it.
But so a few weeks ago, a popular, attraction, not attraction, but a popular place to visit in downtown LaGrange is a pub, and they were kind of busted for doing illegal activities. So this guy has been on the run from the cops for a few weeks, about a month, for participating in these illegal activities, and he's like the only guy who hasn't been caught yet. So LaGrange police, they posted, their little Facebook post last week saying, giving his headshot, saying this is who the guy is, what he's done. And then just a few days later, this dude responded with a TikTok video, had his, the LaGrange police Facebook post in the background, and it was him dancing some song with a caption, "Come get me, B word," and he was just dancing, because he had.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He was stunting on the cops like that?
Yeah, he's stunting on the cops.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he was calling the cops out. He's like, "Come and get me." That's what he was doing. And then I say experts of the week are also LaGrange Daily News, because they actually got an interview with this guy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, via TikTok. Yeah, they wrote a whole article about him like 2 days after the TikTok video went viral. Do what? I guess you can. Wow. Yeah, that's what it said in the article. Like we reached out to him via TikTok. We spoke to him via TikTok. So maybe they were just messaging through TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they wrote a whole article.
Feature.
Well, so this was Tuesday when he released the video. It got 3 million plus views. Friday, he was found. He was caught by the cops. And the cops said in the article that they can thank his TikTok video and the many people who responded to his TikTok video that gave tips for where he was at.
He was still in LaGrange?
I mean, apparently the dude said in the article, he said, "I'm still at home." He said, "They just haven't come and gotten me." That's what he said in the article. So I was wondering why the cops hadn't gone and got him.
That's why
I said I don't know if I could really put them in expert of the week, because I don't know why they
I don't feel
didn't
it's safe
just go
speaking
get him.
on the way cops handle things, personally. But I would assume that home would be a first place you would look. But maybe it's one of those places that's so obvious they wouldn't look.
But maybe our boy Billiam Reeves was just really going in on the stunting, and so he was just like telling the LaGrange Daily News, like, "Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
come get me. I'm at home." Which really, he's under a bridge somewhere hiding.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But so experts of the week, LaGrange Daily News for getting the scoop, LPD for maximizing on the scoop, and for
that was a lot.
Not the expert of the week is for William Reeves Sturga. Congratulations, man.
Salute to you, bro.
Yeah.
All right. That was a lot to wrap my head around. I'm still confused.
You're really behind on.
I don't follow LaGrange stories. I just don't. Like, the only time I see LaGrange stories, like, what happened?
Oh, yes.
Wait, what?
There's been a lot. So, Titus, I've been wanting to pitch like us doing a once a week podcast just talking about LaGrange news, because lately there's been a lot of news to cover.
I remember when LaGrange was about, the only drug stories he had was meth. A lot of meth stuff.
Yeah.
Meth labs blow up.
Yeah, I remember back in my days too, the number one terror we were fighting against was meth addicts.
Yeah, I thought that's still all we had. I thought it was all I thing. Yeah. All right, then. LaGrange got to relax.
Shout out LaGrange.
Yeah.
Lestrange.
Yeah. Basketball is almost back.
We got skitball.
Skitball.
They playing back skitball.
We love that back skitball. Yeah, basketball's coming back.
Yeah.
Thursday, July 30th. That is so weird to say. July basketball is gonna be super weird.
Yeah.
So the tip-off games are the Utah Jazz and New Orleans Pelicans at 6:30 on TNT, followed by the Clippers and Lakers at 9 p.m. on TNT. These are the regular season games that kick off Thursday. So the season's coming back for, so they have to cancel again, because probably what's gonna happen if people keep, sneaking out of strip clubs and bringing back whatever they bring back. Do you think he brought some wings back for the people? Or you think he just went there and didn't bring no wings back?
Yeah, he did. He probably didn't.
See, that's.
But the thing is, like, wings don't really travel that well.
That's fair.
Yeah, they get all soggy and everything.
Fair point. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I want to make this statement that if you go to a strip club and you bring anything back, you're lucky if it's coronavirus.
Bro, strip clubs.
Because that's probably the most. That's
Bro.
the least dangerous thing you could bring back from a strip club.
Strip clubs are mad clean though. That's what I've heard. I heard they're mad clean. Like strip clubs, like real ones, not like local ones. Like here, I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah.
But real ones, like professional ones, like Magic
I can tell
City.
you that one's not clean.
Yeah, the ones that like.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
one? Which one in particular, Titus?
No comment. No comment. But yeah, all of them. Yeah, the local ones. Yeah. But ones I feel like strip clubs that rappers shout out a lot have a professional vibe to them that probably leads to a level of cleanliness that you would never be prepared for. You know what I'm saying? That you wouldn't expect. Because I've heard people comment on the wings at said place like Magic City, and they've all said they bang. They said they be.
Do they outsource? Like, is it J.R. Criders that just pulls up?
Nah,
and they
J.R. what?
J.R. Criders?
No,
wait, did I get the crickets?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of J.D. Criders. I think that's a different store or something.
Yeah,
so yeah, I'm thinking of J.R. Crickets. Yeah.
Yeah,
there is a Criders.
I think
something.
they do them in there, man. I think they do the wings in there.
Hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, basketball's coming back Thursday for at least maybe a month. Hopefully, if y'all get lucky. But yeah, so we're gonna do what the basketball thing is. We're gonna talk about what teams we are most confident in winning the title. We have a list. We have separate lists of teams that we believe in. My list of my confident teams. Number 1 is the LA Lakers. Yeah, it got spicy. It got spicy.
So you went with 1 West.
I went 1 West team, yes. And I will get into why.
Okay.
I got 1 LA Lakers, 2 the Philadelphia 76ers, 3 the Toronto Raptors, and 4 the Milwaukee Bucks are in 4th place. Yes. Now, a few things led to these decisions, all right? The Lakers is obvious. LeBron, Anthony Davis. Rondo, I think they're rumoring he might be coming back. No one really knows for sure yet. I trust them to get through it. I believe in the Lakers a lot. So they're my number 1 confidence pick. It's fairly obvious. Number 2, the 76ers. Now, that one, I know that's a little different. But do you know what Philadelphia did recently, Levi?
They moved Ben Simmons to the 3. To the 4.
Exactly what they did, Levi. Mm-hmm. And you know what Ben Simmons has done in these scrimmage games that people are treating like real basketball?
He's doing pretty good.
He is.
Yeah.
He hit 2 threes the other night, so he's expanding the range. He's getting more comfortable with it. He's getting more confident in that.
I did hear somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody gave the hot take that Ben Simmons will hit a 3-pointer on his first game back. And it happened.
Yeah, I think he's getting the confidence. He's getting the confidence.
But also, you got to think too.
Yeah.
You're not in a crowd. Right. So, I mean, every time Ben Simmons pulls up for a 3, he's going to hear somebody yelling no in the background.
Yeah, but I did read that. I read an article, and he's saying it's something about getting confidence. He's want to get confidence with the shot and everything. I think he's starting to get that, and that'll be good for him going forward. Because he does. Thing is, Ben Simmons has so many other great qualities that we just focused on that one negative because it was a big negative. But he has so many other things he does well. So like that, and him playing the position he should have been playing all the time at the 4, because you can't be a point guard if you're just not gonna shoot at all. Mm-hmm. You know, him being at that position is going to go far. And Al Horford come out the bench, I think is gonna be very good. That's a lot of money to pay for somebody to come off the bench, by the way.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, that's a lot of money for a bench dude. But I like what they have defensively. I think defensively they match up very well with the Bucks, which is because you got to go into the paint and deal with Ben Simmons, and then you got to deal with Joel Embiid. Giannis trying to run through the paint all night. That's going to be a lot for over a 7-game series. Thibel's still getting better. The rookie, he's already great defensively, and if he expands his offensive range, they're going to be dangerous. The only knock on Philadelphia is Brett Brown, but the talent might be able to overcome him now that Ben Simmons has natural position. So Philly is my second pick. Okay. My third team was the Toronto Raptors. Now, I went with the Raptors mainly because of chemistry and I trust the coach just won a championship last. Nick Nurse is a solid NBA coach, clearly. Mm-hmm. So I went with them because of chemistry and trust in their coach. Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, Pascal Siakam. I like what they do. I think in this kind of setting, they can kind of make things happen, especially with the shortened season, having time off and everything. They stay healthy. I think they can make things happen. Now, the Bucks are in 4th, which is confusing, shocking to people. Levi, I think you can test this. I've never really trusted the Bucks.
Yeah.
I like Giannis. I don't trust the Bucks at all.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason his name is Budenholzer. Not a Budenholzer guy.
Yeah, you're always hating on Budenholzer.
He just
I'm a fan of Budenholzer.
He doesn't make adjustments. It's like you change one thing, he's like, all right, cool. I guess we're just gonna keep doing the same thing, and then he just gets run off the court. So I'm not sold on I think the Bucks will have a hard time getting. If the Bucks run into Philly, I think they're gonna have a very hard time in that series because Philly specifically made that roster to match up with Milwaukee, and I think their roster matches up very well with Milwaukee. With the time off, I think they had a better chance because Philly was kind of in a weird headspace for a while. But I think with the time off, they've got a chance to kind of clear their heads, make some adjustments. I think they're going to be having a much better fit now naturally. So I think that's why I got Philly and Toronto above the Bucks and the Bucks in fourth. But yeah,
Okay.
now I'm not an expert, so all of these could end up being wrong. And if they do, oh well. I don't get paid for this. I don't get paid for my picks.
Yeah.
I get paid to entertain. Well, I don't
I'm
get
just
paid
kind
to
of
entertain.
surprised you went with one. Well, I shouldn't be that surprised.
What, with
One
the Lakers?
West.
Oh yeah, I mean, I
3
don't.
East.
Oh yeah, the reason I left the Clippers out is because I don't think their chemistry. The chemistry wasn't there before the season, during the season, because they had barely played together for one, and now you got them rotating guys in and out because of urgent family matters. I think it's gonna be hard for them to figure out the chemistry in this shortened kind of setup. So I think that's my main concern with them, because I
Okay.
think George and Kawhi barely played together before, so now, they have summer off, probably weren't around each other, and I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. I just don't
Okay.
trust them chemistry wise. That's why I left Clippers out. And outside of them, I almost put the Rockets in there, but I can't trust the D'Antoni team. There's too much evidence against them. I can't do that.
No,
But yeah, so that's my list. Done.
not a bad list.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my list, I've got 4. Kind of went opposite, I think. Yeah, I went 3 West, 1 East.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Ooh,
number
that fourth
1.
pick is hot.
Do what?
That fourth pick is spicy.
Yes.
That's
So
very
number
spicy. Let's
1,
go.
Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have to say anything.
Same reasons, pretty
Number
much. Right?
2, yeah, Clippers. So I do have the Clippers, and that's because I hear you about what you just said with the Clippers.
Yeah.
But when I think about, we have yet to see Patrick Beverly, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard in go after it mode, playoff mode, because the 3 of them really haven't spent a lot of time on the court together.
Right.
So that is going to be a little bit of a disadvantage. But when those 3 players, when you put them in the playoff mode, I think it's going to be deadly, because all 3 of those players, just defensive wise, is crazy.
Yeah.
So I think they're just going to wreak havoc on pretty much all those Western teams, besides the Lakers and the Trailblazers. And so I threw the Trailblazers up there. Not the only one. I've heard some people say who know basketball that they've thrown the Blazers in there just because just the style of basketball they play, and they think that that roster can really benefit off this campus style, play.
Yeah.
And so I think they can get a good advantage with it, especially.
Now, they have to make the playoffs first.
Yeah, they have to make the playoffs first. But what I want to go out on a limb here. I want to give this take. I think we're going to see Carmelo Anthony's best performance that he has had in years.
I'm here for that. I love Melo, bro.
Yeah.
You know that. So I'm good with Melo doing anything.
We know Melo is only good when he's hoodie Melo, and hoodie Melo can only come out when it's Olympics time. And Olympics time is pretty much like playing at basketball camp.
That's a good point.
So
that's a great
we're
point.
about to see hoodie Melo at the Orlando basketball camp, the Orlando basketball bubble.
That is fire.
Yeah. So that's my 3 in the West, and then I'll put 1 in the East.
Oh, sorry, one more thing with Trailblazers. I think Nurkic is, because they were unhealthy most of the season.
Yeah, and so Nurkic is back,
Yeah.
and I have yet to watch him in these preseason style games, but I've heard that Nurkic is playing like everybody thought Nurkic would.
Yeah,
he's stepping up.
So I think the only scary thing for them, I heard the Pelicans have the easiest schedule in the bubble. Surprise, surprise. But they said they had the easiest schedule left in the season as well. So they just kind of kept it the same.
Okay.
But yeah, but yeah, I can see if Blazers get in there, I wouldn't want to play him.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play him.
I want no parts of Dame in the playoffs.
So in the East, I'll just only have one team. I went with the Celtics. So I wish I could change this. I'm going to keep it up there.
Yeah.
But if I could change to a different Eastern team, I would have picked the Raptors, because I really wasn't thinking the Raptors. I kind of forgot about them.
They're not a team to think about until you think about it.
No, they're not. But the main reason why we'll think about them and put them in that consideration is because of Pascal Siakam.
Monster.
The dude has potential still all the way up there. Hasn't reached it yet. I think he as well, along with some other players on that team, they're going to benefit from this campus-style basketball play. And then, so I put the Celtics up there. The reason why I didn't go with Philly is because even though we both love the move of Ben going to the 4, and also this is me kind of speaking ignorantly because I haven't watched yet, but just hearing some of the analysis and what these quote-unquote experts say, I'm not sure how it's going to mesh, even though Ben performed so well in the 4. Are you still going to be able to get Embiid to do what he's got to do at the 5? Because now you've definitely got to keep Embiid down low and stop him from stretching out, because that's been the main complaint. And you said it last week. He's too soft for his size and his position. He wants to stretch it out. He wants to shoot the mid-range or the three-point, or he wants to try to finesse you. No, stay down low under the basket. Get the boards. That's all we need you to do, really. And just be down there. But so that's why I couldn't put Philly up there, because I think Embiid is going to Embiid. I'm not a fan of Embiid.
I understand that.
Yeah, I think he has just been. He's too emotional. Like he's kind of a diva too. Like
I've been on the
way too needy.
I've been on the campaign that if they were to trade somebody, it shouldn't be Ben. It should be Joel.
Yeah,
and one, he's a health risk, and two, like you said, he's like building around a center like that. It's not really the way right now. Like space the floor, get some shooters around Ben.
Yeah,
the time Ben has played center without Embiid, it's been ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not with. Everything you said there, also put in his attitude and how coachable he is.
He can check out. He does check out sometimes.
He checks out, especially when he's not getting his way or being able to play the solid ball he wants. And then also left out the fact that I'm pretty sure it has been reported when he got back or when he got to Orlando, his conditioning and his shape was just terrible. And that's always been a thing with Joel Embiid. He's one who likes to pig out. He doesn't look after his diet, doesn't really stay on a consistent, exercise routine, I guess you would say. So they also say his, fit is kind of questionable as well. So I put the Celtics in there just because I don't know why. I keep relating this or going back to thinking, how would these teams, like player-wise and coach-wise, how will they adapt and play in this campus style, summer basketball tournament?
Brad's back home.
Brad Stevens is this is where he thrives. All right. Put him in March Madness. This is pretty much March Madness of the NBA. I think this is where he will thrive. I think this is where a lot of those players will thrive. I like their size, just like they're long, kind of like Philly is. But so I think they just match up well.
I think it's weird. The thing with
against
the East,
Bucks.
The thing with the East is like it's really gonna be about matchups. It's all gonna come down to matchups. Because I don't think the Celtics have the big man to match up with the presence of Simmons and Embiid in the post. Because Embiid was already cooking them this season. When they played, because they had Cantor and I forgot who else down there. But taking out Horford from them was a big deal, just because that was one of those guys that gave Embiid issues. They took him from him. This is a big deal. So I think they have the presence to deal with them. But I also think Philly matches up well with the Bucks. But I think Toronto matches up well with Philly. But I think Miami and Toronto are the biggest threats to Philly, honestly. But I just think with the change that they made, they might I might give them a slight edge. Because I was flip flopping on Toronto and Philly, but I went for the spice. So I went for the spice.
And Miami, how many? They broke a record. I think how many threes they hit in a game the other day.
I think Miami.
So Miami's strong. I would easily put Miami. If we had a top 5, then Miami probably would be my second.
It's hard to bet against Spoelstra. It's hard to bet against Spoelstra. But I just didn't. I wasn't ready for that to put them in there. I think. Well, I'm not gonna say that because I'm not sure, but I'm with you. I like your picks. I even like the Celtics. I like the slander of the Celtics, but I don't hate the Celtics pick here in this situation, in this shortened season. But
Well, now I'm going to kind of segue here. So speaking of, I said if we had a top 5, I know we kind of discussed before the show, a little bubble team action, like if we had a bubble team in the bubble.
Oh yeah.
I think you kind of said the Nuggets would. You kind of considered them, or you thought about them? Did you say that?
No.
Or somebody else?
No, I
might have been somebody else. Okay, well, good. Glad.
No.
Don't consider them. Yeah, they got 8 players, which is true. Yeah, they're gonna get some of those players back, but
maybe.
Clay has a little video clip that I pulled from last week's show, and I'm gonna get him to play it for us because this is your Nuggets take, and I think I think this week you were proven wrong. And this the first time now that we actually have sports to go off, Titus, and we're not just talking hypotheticals. We can actually, compare what we say to what's actually going on. So
okay, I don't know what I said. Can you tell me what I said?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay, because I have no idea.
Because I know you.
I know I said something about Jokic, but I just found out he was back this week, so that's the only thing I remember.
Yeah.
Everything else I don't remember.
Yeah. Do we have?
I'm very concerned about with the NBA with bubble ball is that I think last week the Nuggets had 5 players there. Like Bobo was playing small forward.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're so because half their players still got Rona issues.
They don't have as many out as the Nets do.
Jokic can't even get into the country, bro. I don't think Jokic is here yet.
He saw the country?
Yeah, because he caught it overseas. And they're like, I don't know how you going to get over here, bro. He's stuck.
Well,
so I don't know.
I guess.
I feel like the Nuggets should also get kicked out of the playoffs now. We got to start kicking teams out, bro.
Yeah, well, kick the
Just
Nets out. I'm surprised we haven't kicked the Nets out yet.
Here we go. Yeah, kick the Nets out for the
because
Grizzlies.
they got 5 players out, I think, 5 or
Right.
6 with Michael Beasley gone.
Right. Kick the Nets out for the Grizzlies and kick the Nuggets out. Kick the Nuggets out.
All right, so
what's up? What'd I say?
You said in that video 3 different times, kick the Nuggets out. You were really all for kicking the Nuggets out.
I stand by that.
Okay, yeah. Well, Titus, thank God Adam Silver doesn't listen to you or us. Because if they would have kicked the Nuggets out, like you kept saying throughout that video, we wouldn't have gotten to see Bol go Bol. And you criticized the fact that they were having to move Bol to the 3. Well, it looks like that's where they should play Bol. Did you see what Bol did this week?
No, I don't know. Well, I heard about it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, so, I mean, Bol's the new sensation that is sweeping the NBA. I watched his first game on Wednesday, and he balled out.
I mean, the thing is, someone had to do something.
So
because there's no one there for the Nuggets.
You want to hear the stat line?
I heard it. It was like, what, 16?
Yeah, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 6 blocks.
That's cute.
And the NBA scheduled a random drug test right after the game for him.
I heard he got randomized.
Yep, because Bol was out here balling.
That's okay.
Like his dad, like Pappy Bol.
Manute Bol?
Pappy Manute Bol.
You forgot his name for a second, didn't you?
I was about to call him Montu. I don't know why. So I'm glad you
had most of the letters.
Interjected. I just had to rearrange.
That's chemistry, bro. I saw you struggling. I had to jump in and help you out.
So, I just I was thinking about putting you as not the expert of the week. Billiam beat you on that.
Because of Bol?
But because I think you were overlooking the Nuggets there. If we would have just kicked them out, we would have never gotten to witness the greatness of Bol.
Okay, we could have did that next year.
Bol's on the rise.
You could have watched the G League and saw that.
Bol's on the rise.
Did you watch the G League?
Put that in your Bol and smoke it.
I hate you so much. You could watch the G League and got that. You could watch the G League and saw that. But he did it in real NBA.
Bol.
It wasn't a real NBA.
He did a real NBA.
It wasn't an
NBA
game.
But it was NBA though.
I mean, somebody's got when you have 3 centers because you only have 8 active players and 3 of them are centers. Somebody got to get points, bro.
Yeah, they put Jokic at the 1. That's what they did. Oh yeah, and also too, you're talking about how Jokic isn't even in the country yet.
I didn't think he was.
Yeah, and then 2 days after that, Jokic was playing a basketball game. Did you know Jokic isn't in the? I was like, he made. He's not even here.
Well, I texted my friend. I was like, "Is Jokic back?" Because I haven't heard anything. He said he hadn't heard either. So I guess he snuck back in.
Yeah, he snuck back in there.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going anywhere, but they can get kicked out.
Sorry, I just had to. I told you. I mean, I said this towards the beginning of the show. I'm taking advantage of the fact we've got sports for the first time. Okay. So I went there.
Yeah.
So feel free to go back and grab any clips of me, and you want to.
I want to make a compilation of you just saying how much you don't want baseball to come back. And
I'm going to do. I'll probably do that.
17-minute monologue you had today.
Yeah.
About the Braves and after 3 games.
Go Braves.
Can't believe you're excited for them to fail you again.
Go Bravos.
So the Braves win the Super Bowl. What are you? Super Bowl, the World Series. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Because you said a lot. You just said the Dodgers championship doesn't count.
Yeah.
So if the Braves win the World Series, what are you gonna do?
If there's a parade, I'll still attend it.
So it counts if the Braves win.
Sure.
Okay. I just want to check.
I'll be there for the fanfare.
Yeah. But so I was wrong about Jokic. That's the only thing I'm meant to be wrong about. You can still kick the Nuggets out. 8 players. I
think Bol should be used as the 3.
Okay. Well, when they do that and he gets his ankles destroyed by somebody, I want to hear it. Okay. Like when he out there on James Harden trying to guard him.
He still does he's a little frail. But
skinny legs.
Mm-hmm.
Very skinny legs.
Very skinny.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck to you.
Is that it for basketball?
That's it for basketball. So is your finals pick based on your confidence? Do you have Lakers Celtics in the finals? Is that what you would go with right now?
Right now, yeah.
I respect that.
But that will change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
All right. When we don't get if the season doesn't get canceled, which it probably will, I'll probably have Lakers Philly. I'll go Lakers Philly. But I think Lakers gonna win the championship, honestly. I think they match up well with everybody in the East. So, but yeah. What if Toronto makes the finals? Does LeBronto still exist if there's no crowd?
Drake will be there. The whole OVO crew will be there. They'll have the home court advantage.
Drake will find a way to get in there. But LeBron has embarrassed him in front of Drake before. He's not opposed to it.
True.
LeBron does embarrass Toronto badly.
True.
I love it. I love those highlights.
Yeah.
I watched those highlights like last week when he just destroyed. Remember that time he spun the ball in his hand and shot a 3, just for no reason.
No, I don't remember.
They passed him the ball and he just like casually spun it and then pulled 3 in their face.
Nice.
It was mean, beautiful. But yeah, Lakers. I got Lakers. I got Lakers winning the championship. You got the Clippers winning, or you got the Lakers winning?
Probably Lakers, but
Lakers.
it could.
We both got the
change.
Lakers. Yeah, it could flip at any moment if we finish the season, which, like I said, we probably won't.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for listening, tuning in. Like I said, we have a nice video to show y'all. We spent 17 hours in here after the show last week making this video for you guys. I had 2 hours of sleep. I didn't sleep. I tell you how my sleep schedule was last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stayed up to like 4 a.m. after that. That was ridiculous. I slept probably 2 hours that day. I took a whole nap today, though. I'm good. I'm very good.
That's good.
Yeah, I got
Glad to hear that.
not like a 30-minute nap, like an hour and a half one.
Ooh.
It was. I didn't even know what that felt like on a Sunday. So yeah. So we got something we want to show y'all.
Yeah. I'm gonna preface this, just a little context. So again, Washington Redskins name change, and just like Titus said, we did shoot this last Sunday, so you could say we predicted the future a little bit, or we were actually right on a few things. We didn't copy any of this from the Washington football team. This was all us. So yeah, this video, it's a 40-minute improv riff that is cut down to like 8.5 minutes. So there's a lot of editing in it. Yeah, it took a while. So,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, at some points a little choppy because I was having to cut, but hey, I would say it was pretty good for just.
I believe you.
We put it together the day of. I mean, like I said, it was improv. But anyways, everybody enjoy our Washington football team focus group video.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, follow us we got some follows in place.
Yeah.
Follow us everywhere. YouTube, subscribe. We broke 40 subscribers today. I want 50. I was finger too far away. I want 50 subscribers to the YouTube channel.
I want 100.
I'm gonna get to 50 first, and then 100 is the next one.
And this video we're about to show too is going up on YouTube after the show tonight. So yeah, go back on YouTube,
play it,
like it, subscribe, share it,
play it 7 times each.
Yeah,
I don't know I don't know how many views you get on YouTube before they stop counting your view, but yeah.
Yeah, we want a lot of views. Make it go viral.
Yeah, we definitely want feedback on it too, because that's something we want to do more of, like stuff like that. So yeah, follow us: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. Not the experts everywhere. I probably stream tomorrow. I'll probably have a long stream tomorrow. I might try and chop it up, and the streams be long, and I don't feel like chopping them sometimes. But you always find them on the Twitch channel. So yeah, follow us everywhere. Thank you, Butler Multimedia Production Studios. We out.
Up 5-1. Go Braves.
Oh, look at that. That's cute.
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
All right.
How you doing?
Good. All right.
I want to say thank you all for being here today. I work on behalf of the Public Relations Department of the Washington Redskins, or I'm sorry, Mr. Snyder's NFL team. We wanted to strategically bring in a diverse focus group so we can run by some of the ideas that we have for the names and logos. Yeah?
There's no women.
No women?
Yeah, no women in this group.
Well, we did reach out to women. They neither returned our phone calls or reached out to us. Yes, sir.
Where's the white people at?
This is a focus group, right? It's 2020. White people's opinion don't matter. So we got the people that we need here today. So, all good? All right.
I like that.
We got 3 different categories, okay? We got animals, pop culture, and sponsorship. To be honest, we're looking for a new sponsor. Screw FedEx. Let's go ahead and get it started. Hello, my name is Washington Blank. Category animals. Number 1. The Washington Pigskins. This could be 2 different things. Actual pig, a football. It could be both. We got the Washington Wombats. They kind of look like a Australian panda, a cousin of the Chinese panda. What is the team going to think? Is it going to be fierce? Is it something that's marketable? Is it inclusive? Oh, Washington Walruses. Do you fear a walrus? I mean, they got big tusks. I heard somebody say on a podcast one time, a walrus will F you up. The Washington Wigs.
Definitely made it happen.
Got 2 different spellings we can go by. Imagine it. FedEx Stadium full. Everybody wearing powdered wigs.
I think it would work if you put the wig on the walrus. Because then...
That's genius.
Because then...
I don't have a walrus, but I've got a wombat in a wig.
Wombat with a wig.
The Washington wigged wombat.
Yes.
The Washington redfin. We were going to put this in the animal category. Redfinned shark, dolphin. But we realized something. None of our fans or our viewers are animals. Our fans won't be able to identify with an animal for a mascot. So we went with the Washington Red Finns, and they're Finnish people. Imagine a Finnish person and they got sunburned. That's what we're going with. Sunburned Finnish people. You know, football's catching on over in Europe.
Finland isn't good at the other football.
This is why we want to make American football the new pastime of Finland.
What do they even do in Finland?
Yodel. Think about the crowd atmosphere, the stadium atmosphere. Everybody yodel. Possible partnership is Ricola, maybe a satellite campus in Finland. Plus, think about it. Finland's always neutral. It's like we're on the brink of a world war. We can play football without being disturbed in Finland. The Washington entanglement. We're getting into pop culture. We reached out to Jada. We haven't heard back yet, but we do want her to be a part of the logo or maybe the official spokesperson. There's possibilities there. Hey, have you ever been in DC traffic during rush hour? That's an entanglement. And
Yarn.
It's like yarn, yeah.
Okay.
Thread, yarn.
Okay.
You get a picture of August Alsina wearing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's and his shoes are tangled.
And maybe he's holding a ball of yarn. Or maybe a phone charger and trying to untangle it. But next one, going along with pop culture, the Washington Post Malones. This is a little layered, okay? There's one, the culture. We want to reach out to the younger audience. We kind of want to troll the Washington Post. Maybe the Washington Post Malones. Maybe we'll get more clicks.
See, I'm not a big Post Malone guy, so like, it's
We got a nice colonizer. He's cooking up the hamburger. This would take our brand national. We can claim that if you hate the Washington football team, then you hate America. We can guilt people into being fans of our football team.
Can I give our negative scores possible?
That's fine. All right, moving on. The Washington white people. A lot of people say, well, how would you feel if it was the Washington white people? A lot of us thought of it as flattering. I kind of like it. It's got everything. A little taste, a little electric guitar, a dog,
Got the dogs
vanilla, gluten-free, Starbucks. And, okay, so this is where we're getting into our sponsored ones.
How about Whole Foods?
Powered by Whole Foods.
So,
The Washington Radskins. Now we're trying to reach coast to coast. The surfer demographic from Redskins to Radskin. We're all Shaka 10, hang loose, bro. Powered by CBD MD. So we're getting better.
Still white people, but not as white people.
Yeah. Here we go. All right. So this wasn't our idea. I want to get out in front of this. Nick Cannon got on the phone and submitted this idea to us. Name it the Washington Melanin Skins. Nick Cannon already said he's going to sponsor it with Incredible, and I think this is empowerment.
I have no words. I think we should go to the next one.
Sponsorships, trying to rhyme with Redskins, sticking with team color, the Treadskins. Somebody just got ran over by a tire, sponsored by Michelin.
What else you got?
The Washington Capitalists. Sponsored by the New York Stock Exchange. We're just trying to show y'all, look, hey, no more BS. We're here to make money, baby.
You would have changed color scheme with this.
Any more green,
You need
dollar bill,
yeah.
y'all. Cash moves everything around.
Cream.
Yeah. So this is my favorite pitch. I think this is the way we need to own up to our mistakes. We'll also buy us more time. We're struggling in PR and marketing right now.
Really?
Which it's just like an impossible task we're having to tackle in this renaming. So this is short, simple, explains ourselves, also shows our vulnerability, how apathetic we are. We are the Washington No Names. Picture this. Press all around. Everybody's on their toes. Dan Snyder stands before everybody, admits all his faults. His organization has not performed well. Players haven't performed well. Coaches haven't coached well. They don't deserve a name. We will be the Washington No Names until we earn our name. Earn our stripes. Maybe we'll be Tigers. Earn our wings. Maybe we'll be fighter pilots. Earn our Wheaties. Maybe be Olympian athletes. Who knows? But we come out there on our knees before everybody and say, look, we're sorry. We're so embarrassed. We don't even deserve a name. It will also save us a lot of money in merchandising. Brown paper bags don't cost a lot. We can flip those bags for a lot of money. I mean,
yeah. I don't know if this is good or if this is like better, just so much better than the other ones that I don't hate it. I don't know where I'm at with it. But for some reason, I don't hate this.
The Washington fans. And this is different bag, different strategy. Washington football makes our fans want to do this. They want to suffocate themselves in a plastic bag. It just describes the hardship, the passion behind our fans. We want to let them know we're here. We empathize with them and we know their pain. We want them to be represented. It's a picture. They can't really breathe. They can't really breathe. You can't see it, but there are tiny holes in the bag. Well, you know what? Thank you guys. Y'all are two well-spoken gentlemen. Appreciate the feedback. Go No Names. Pick your $5 on your way out the door. Again, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
They said 2,000. Hey,
Where you going?